Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is plan on 75. When I say 75, I mean 75 years old. I don't know, a while back I read an article about this one fellow. He said his article was why I hope to die at 75, and he went on to talk about the gist of it was that men, as they get up into their late 70s and 80s and higher, the quality of life is so poor that you really don't really he didn't see any reason to prolong life just to live poorly. He was saying about let's say as you get up close to that 75-year mark, you wouldn't take a lot of extra measures to prolong your life. Now, certainly you'd have pain alleviation and all of that, but he would talk about not going overboard with cancer treatments or heart stents and all that kind of stuff, all that heavy duty medicine. And that's, to me, it's something worth exploring. I think us as men, we should start to think in terms of some number, some year that we want to shoot for, that we want to get things, we want our life to do that. So I don't know that I necessarily want to die at 75, but I'm actually starting to make some plans assuming that would be the end. Right? Let's say you figure out, you try to get some preliminary ideas on financial numbers and the types of things you'd like to do, and will you have enough if you retire well before 75? Will you have enough money to live on in the interim? And I've actually figured out a month and year that I would retire, based on this 75-year mark. Of course, if I live longer, then I'd probably I would make less money overall. But I think that number, that number that you think you're going to make it to, that would seem reasonable, would be a kind of something that you could start to make a bit of a plan about. I just turned 56, so 75 is 19 years. So that's why I'm intent on doing all kinds of stuff, all the stuff I want to do, and eliminating all the stuff I don't want to do. And I'm making progress on both. So I would give that idea some thought. Think about 75. 75. It's a good round number. It's in that mid 70s. Let's say you're a guy, you're usually going to be working until you're into your 60s sometime. I don't think it pays to think you're going to make it and be real healthy into your 80s. There just doesn't seem to be any evidence. I can't. There's just nobody that you can think of that's in their 80s that is physically at a high capacity. Now, maybe some guys in their 80s, maybe they're still mentally strong, but are they physically strong? Do they have the energy? Can they do the stuff that you do when you're your age, right? So, if you got stuff, I think if you have things you want to do, well, you better start doing them, right? I'm making my plans. I'm working on my vacation wish list, and I know tentatively where all the places I want to go, and I have a little bit of a thought on how I might work that into my life, and I have a thought on the long-term finances, how that might go, and I'll be spending plenty of time in the months ahead even refining it. I don't think you want to wait to do this. I don't think waiting to about anything about your life, waiting, that's always a mistake. So if you're thinking, well, I'll wait till I retire at 65 and then I'll do the stuff I want to do because I'll be living until my 80s. I think you're just fooling yourself. I think you're making a massive mistake. I think if there's things you want to do, you better start doing them now, within a shorter time frame. Like I said, I just don't see anybody old. That the old men, they really really struggle. The medical advances uh, to keep are keeping people alive longer, but their lives aren't really that. You're not really that vigorous. Maybe the best thing you could do is take testosterone replacement therapy, but I don't think that will prolong your life. I think it'll give you a higher quality of life up until the end. Certainly, it helps me tremendously. Maybe that would be good for older men, as they're 60s, 70s, 80s, and up. But I don't know. I just don't know if just taking that when you're 80 is going to get you hiking in the mountains. I don't think so. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to go out on the town on Friday and Saturday night and party all night. I don't think you're going to be with women half your age. Do you? Do you think you're going to be in the weight room squatting more than your body weight? I don't know. I think you better count on 75. I think if you can count, I'm thinking to myself, if I can count on 75, that gives me 19 years. That's plenty of time to have all kinds of fun, as long as I keep busy in the having it. Don't want to sit around too much. Kind of this year, right, with the COVID, it's a lot of sitting around, a lot of waiting, a lot of not doing, which is very, very annoying. Now, I didn't just do that. I took a nice trip. I had a lot of fun. Saw a lot of things last summer. I've gotten together with my kids and my family and some friends from time to time, and now it's certainly the volume of the fun is like significantly less this year. Significantly. I haven't had the kind of fun I used to have, but I haven't just curled up and not done anything. So I would think you as a man would kind of get busy doing some things. I wouldn't curl up in a ball and wait to die quite yet. And I wouldn't think that you would want to wait for years to enjoy your life again. I think you want to start now. I think now is the time. Start making your plans. There's things you can do to increase your energy level to have a better life now. Like I said, you take the testosterone, get the testosterone replacement therapy. That'll give you a lot more energy. Start an intelligent weight training program a couple times a week. That will get you a lot more fit and feeling better about yourself and it'll slim you down a little bit. Eat more meat. You'll start to slim down a little bit. Go out on the town, enjoy your life, have a few drinks, but be responsible about it, of course. If you got a bad wife, bad things in your life, like a bad marriage, well, get my book, Leave Your Wife, Become a Happier Man with a 3-Step System. The time to leave a bad marriage is now. Now is the best time. That will be better for you. If you've got people in your life you want to talk to and converse with, talk to them. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them how much you mean to them. Be there for them. Your close people, you keep them close by the communication. The communication is key, and not fretting over them and worrying about them and giving them, telling them what to do all the time. Not that. Your kids, you guide, you love, you encourage, you provide a little bit of recommendation here and there. Your elderly parents, you watch after, you help, you talk to, you listen for cues on how they're doing. Your siblings, you help them as you can. Your friends, yeah, you're there for them. You're joking around. You're continuously checking in on them, making sure they're okay. Because the people, when people are struggling, they don't normally say they're struggling unless unless you're close enough that they can trust you. And I think that's the biggest thing about being in touch with people is they need to trust you enough that you're constantly checking them, and they know them, and you can kind of say, what's wrong, you don't sound right, and then they can open up to you. But getting back to yourself, that's you, right? If things are going wrong for you, you got to start making them right for you. The life is short. Let's say you're gonna die when you're 75. Well, do the math. Where are you at now? How much time do you have? What are the major things you want to do? Start making a plan to do them. Because you're not going to live forever. And even if you live a good long time, the things you do when you're over 75, it's unlikely that they're going to be things that you would consider really good now. Right? The things that I consider really good now are driving across the country, seeing things I've never seen before, and checking in on the things that I've seen before that were really good I want to get back to. And having enough energy to pound the iron and stay strong and do what I want, and driving all day if I need to, hiking up a mountain, swimming in the ocean, partying all night with my friends and new friends, old friends and new friends, meeting new girls and having a great time with them. All of that, the man-woman stuff. So give that idea some thought. Think about your life in terms of 75. I know I'm going to give this idea some serious consideration. I think it deserves some merit. So give that idea some thought. All for now.